All right, so this is a rutabaga, and to me, I think it makes the best mash. So instead of mashed potatoes, I wanna show you 3 different recipes that you can do using rutabaga, sweet potato, and cauliflower to make the perfect mash. All right, so my cauliflower, I got a big head of cauliflower. They usually have it called cauliflower in its jacket. This is its jacket. And I just cut it up and I have it steaming right here in a steamer basket. All right, it steams really quickly, so I don't need to mess with it too much. Now here is my rutabaga. It's got this crazy kind of waxy film over it. It's like wax. But all you gotta do is take a peeler and it will come right off. You know, I did not really grow up with classic Thanksgiving. My family's Israeli and my mom worked for an airline, and so growing up we actually traveled for Thanksgiving most of the time because like nobody was traveling on Thanksgiving Day. And we would go to California or go somewhere nice and beachy while everybody else was doing Thanksgiving. And then one day I was like, you know what, I've had enough. I want a classic Thanksgiving. I want to hang out at home where it's nice and cold and sit by a fire and have some classic Thanksgiving dishes. And so we started a new tradition, and now we've been doing that for like 20 years, and I love it. I love, love, love Thanksgiving. It's my favorite holiday. So here is my Instant Pot. If you don't have it, you can always just cook it on the stove in water, and it'll cook. It'll just take like twice as long. So I'm gonna put my water down at the bottom, and I'm doing both the rutabaga and the sweet potato in here, but if you were just doing rutabaga, you would only need like a cup of water. I'm gonna put my rack first. Okay. And put my rutabaga on top. And now I'll do the same thing with my sweet potato. Let's put the top on. Okay, I'm sealing it. I'm gonna go to steam. And I'm gonna go to 15 and let's see how it works. And that's it. That's all I have to do. And I'm just gonna let it do its job. So I steamed the cauliflower and then I let it cool down just a little bit, honestly because I was like busy doing other stuff. But, so of these vegetables, I think cauliflower, even though it's really trendy right now, is kind of the most fickle of the mashes because cauliflower retains a lot of water. So what I like to do to get rid of the excess water, first of all, I steamed it instead of boiling it. And boiling it, it would like absorb so much more of the liquid. And then I'm gonna put it in a colander and I'm just gonna try and mash out any extra water that might still be hanging on. There we go. Isn't that crazy? All that water comes out. So this is about, well, I took 1 stick of butter and I divided it by 3 to get us started with each one of the mashes. So that's like 1/3 of a stick of butter for the cauliflower. All right, I'm gonna put my cauliflower, can you see that? Let's do it that way. Back in. I'm gonna grab my masher and get to work. I'm gonna get the mash going and then I'm gonna add some cream. See, and that just helps mash it so much more. Let's see how the salt tastes in there. Yum. Now we're gonna add the Parmesan, turn the heat off and then add the Parmesan. And then work it in. Oh, it's really good. I even like surprised myself. Yum. All right, let's turn it and see how we did and if they're ready. Woo! Wow, sweet potatoes are really soft. Okay. That. Let's give these a mash and see how these turned out. So I'm using that other third of a stick of butter. I love sweet potatoes. I love mashed sweet potatoes, roasted sweet potatoes, sweet potato fries. And this I think would be great for Thanksgiving because I think we've graduated from the sweet potato casserole with the pecans and the marshmallows, even though my kids really love it. Again, we're gonna do a little splash of heavy cream. It's kind of more than a little splash, but, and a little salt. Butter is melted. Let's give it a try. Yum. That is super tasty. Okay. All right, so we did the sweet potato. Our last one now is the rutabaga. And then here's our rutabaga. It's so nicely steamed. I'm telling you that Instapot is like amazing. I did strain it in the colander though because it was still sitting in like a lot of water. And I'm gonna add my last third of butter. I mean, it really is not using a lot of butter for each one of these dishes. So says me to justify the heavy cream and the butter in each one of these. All right. We'll just give it a mash. Okay, and of these, I would say that the rutabaga is the hardest to mash. So you're not gonna get like the softest consistency unless you put it in the blender. But I think if you work it in enough, it'll get to at least a consistency that we're happy with. Let's see. And I'll add some salt. Let me turn the heat up. It is really good. I don't know which one of them is my favorite. They're all really damn good. Regardless, I hope you give them a try. I'm Roni. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.